Hi Pisces, this reading is for anyone who identifies with the Piscean energy during October 2018. And I messed with the quality of the video to see if I could fix the video lag, and I don't think it actually did anything to correct the lag. But we're going to move forward with it, and next time your quality of your video will be a little better. Hopefully I figure out what this time lapse is. I don't understand why it just started lagging like this all of a sudden. Anyway, this reading is, again, Pisces, for anyone who identifies with or is interested in the Piscean energy during October 2018. And you did have some messages come out while I was meditating on your energy and trying to get in touch with the Piscean energy and shuffling with the decks before recording. Some Pisces at this time are undergoing a major transformation, and some of the people closest to you or people around you in general don't even realize it. Some of you have a Scorpio energy around you, a significant Scorpio energy, but I see the death energy showing up twice out of 2 decks here for you, really talking about a major transformation that you're undergoing at this time that you are feeling very uncomfortable with, that you are resisting in ways. And there is an energy very close to some Pisces that's going to be in the near future sort of rushing into your immediate space, hoping to get on your good side before this transformation completely takes place. The transformation may have a lot to do with letting them go, potentially, especially if it's a partner. Right now, I will interject that I did Libra season love readings already, so look out for that if it is a love partnership that is that you're most interested in and that this seems to resonate with for you, Pisces, or if it doesn't resonate and that's what you're most interested in. I can't remember that exact message now. I've done too many readings in between then and now, but it very well may expand on what I have here already. But what I'm seeing is you're not sure if this partnership, this person, this energy that's trying to rush in and get on your good side before your transformation completes, even if it is maybe letting them go. You're certainly considering letting a lot of people, a lot of energies in your life go, as it's like you don't have any choice as you undergo this transformation. Maybe because you're moving away from them, but for a lot of you Pisces, it's an internal transformation. But what I'm seeing is that you're not sure if this person really ignites you anymore. If it's a romantic partnership, you're not sure if this person turns you on anymore. You're not sure if that spark, that flame, that fire is there. If there's a new beginning for the two of you. They make you feel like you have to be defensive, like you have to defend yourself, and that doesn't leave you feeling like yourself. And yet some Pisces are still having trouble letting that person go. Okay, some, but regardless, many are not. Many are undergoing this transformation. It's happening whether anyone likes it or not, and either way, though, Pisces, what the person that you're, the energy that you want to, the type of person that you want to give your commitment, your partnership, maybe your love to, your attention to, is someone, you know, who you not only feel passionately toward, but also feel a real deep connection and affection for, a deep connection with and a deep affection for. And this person, especially if you're having trouble letting go of someone, this person may very well be able to turn things around and begin to ignite you in a passionate way again. They may be able to get you excited about something again. Okay, I'm trying to make this apply to many different types of partnerships, but I do definitely see the romantic partnership message here. This person may be able to get you excited again, but that's not all you're looking for. They have a passion for you. They have emotion for you. They may be trying to determine what their feelings are versus their emotions. They're more thought out, deeper, long-term, committed feelings versus just their rush of passion and emotion towards you, which takes patience and time and is something that has to be worked on, the type of connection and relationship that has to be worked on. But even if they are able to ignite that passion, and even if they are at that step in their life where they're trying to figure that out and they know that needs figured out, they're not really ready still to meet you. They're not at as mature of a level as you are at this point, Pisces. So, I'm sorry, interruptions with the music. And then I see, you know, what I see this coming to is there being a Virgo energy around you that is not to be trusted. There's a betrayal, there's a lie, there's cheating or thieving, some type of betrayal. Just a distasteful Virgo energy, just a Virgo energy that's trying to get away with something behind your back. Or, you know, that could be energy in your own chart, Pisces. And so it could be vice versa. It could be your Virgo energy that, and that part of you for some reason is sneaking around behind someone else's back. It's possible. I was definitely at first reading this though as there being a Virgo energy that brings around you, that brings, you know, something negative to you, some type of betrayal, lie. And then I see a fiery, possibly fire sign energy putting an end to the whole situation. If it's not a Sagittarius, Leo, or Aries, then it's a fiery energy, somebody bold, passionate, intense. It may be a fiery temperament, possibly a very, very intense temperament brings the entire situation to a close. And again, that is not necessarily a fire energy close to you outside of yourself. It could be very close to you because it's part of you, Pisces. You may have Sagittarius, Aries, and or Leo as a significant part of your chart. That's probably the part of you that's standing up for yourself, that's defending yourself, that's calling energies into question, whether or not they still ignite your fire, whether or not you still feel passionately about them, about keeping them in your life, passionately enough to remain in a romantic partnership if that's the case. So that's really like a whole spread that came out for you, Pisces, before I even begin recording, and I normally don't roll forward with those messages. Well, not to that extent, not a whole spread, but it just kept flowing out, and so I had to. And now we're already almost 10 minutes in, which is the time I've been trying to hit in these readings. Now, in the reading that started falling out as I started recording, and I'm using the Deviant Moon Tarot for that reading, Pisces, the Six of Cups is in reverse, and that's what's representing you. And then you have the Death card in reverse on top of that. I definitely see you in a space, Pisces, where you're combing over something that's happened in your recent past. And you are resisting a significant change, transformation that needs to take place at this time. You're wanting to bring something back. You've got a commitment, a partnership on your mind. When your ego is quiet in your crowning thoughts, you feel committed to something, someone, and you're combing over the events that have transpired between the two of you in your recent past, even if they're no good for you. And for some Pisces, that's the case. Yeah, and you know if that's the case, because this is your recent past. You've found them out. They've been found out. So I'm not telling you something you don't know. When I say that, when I say, you know, for some Pisces, this person that you still feel committed to, that you're combing over recent events with and about. For some of you, you know, you're going over and over what happened and how you could have done something wrong and how you could possibly fix things and how did you get to this point, even though you know they're no good for you. I'm not, when I say I'm not telling anyone anything they don't know, I'm not revealing someone. So this isn't your aha moment. Your recent past is that they've been found out. The lies have been revealed. They could have been your lies, Pisces. For some, the situation could be reversed. It could be that you were found out. Maybe both people in the situation. Maybe there are many people in this situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic partnership. It could be a work situation that you still feel committed to. A living situation, etc. Some type of commitment, though. But the person who, you know, is untrustworthy in the situation has been revealed already in the recent past. You know if the person you're obsessing about is no good for you. And a lot of you obviously are still resisting this transformation. And inside, in your inner world, you have judgment reversed. So it's as if you don't forgive yourself for the way the events transpired. And that's why you're combing over what happened. The root of the situation is the Empress card. Divine feminine energy, creation, fertility, birth, a mother. We'll get clarifiers on this to help us expand. The near future is the King of Cups. And the outcome of the situation is the Moon card. Suggesting for a lot of you Pisces that if you make the decision that clearly needs to be made here in this situation, I'm not sure what that is for all of us, this situation could come to a close, could come to a completion by the full moon at the end of this month. In your outer world, there's some imbalance. 222 may be very significant for a lot of you at this time, Pisces. The Two of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles have all shown up here now. And it's a sideways shot of this Celtic cross, but I do think I'll let you go ahead and have that sideways shot of the reading with us. The Ten of Wands is our clarifier on the Empress card in the or have that sideways shot of the reading with me as I'm getting clarifiers. Let me just adjust. Okay, so yeah, some burden in relation to a mother is the root of this situation. Your mother, your partner's mother, someone's mother in the situation, or someone's connection with their divine feminine, whether outside or inside of themselves. Honestly, I really sense someone being terribly burdened by the task of being a mother. Either because there was a really difficult pregnancy and or birth in this situation, and or just because we could be looking at a single mother, or a mother with many children, a mother with a partner or a husband who can't be very hands-on or very present, maybe works a lot, maybe has to. Something about motherhood being very burdensome and the root of the situation, Pisces. That led to some type of betrayal. Either towards you, it was either, you were either the wronged party or you betrayed someone, and this is in the recent past. Either way, Pisces, you're going over the situation. Either way, there's some guilt that you can't release. You feel like, you definitely played a part. We're already 16 minutes in. This reading is going to be so much longer than I thought, but we're going to roll with it. Give me just a minute. I need to light some candles, light some incense, light some things. These are all lit. We're all lit. Okay. But in the near future, we have the, and then in the near future, you have the King of Cups. So this is your energy, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. Some of you are dealing with Scorpio energy here. Scorpio energy that's absent from your life now and resurfacing in the near future. That some sort of betrayal has just unfolded with, again, whether on your part or on theirs. You're still feeling committed, and the situation should shake out and come to some type of conclusion by the full moon. A great time to set intentions to release if you're a Pisces on that end of the deal. If that's what needs to happen. If it's your heart that's been broken by this betrayal in the recent past. If you know this person is no good for you, Pisces, this full moon is a great time to set intentions for releasing and beginning the recovery, the healing process that follows that Three of Swords energy that we just saw. It's the only way out is through, is the message I get with that card often. And now, let's get a clarification card on the Two of Swords for Pisces. The Page of Swords and your energy, the Hanged Man, as clarifiers on the Two of Swords up here. You can't even see that. Two of Swords, Page of Swords, Hanged Man. Pisces, a lot of you, okay, for those of you who have just found out someone else has betrayed you, they've broken your heart, it's an energy that may need released. It's as if you're choosing between them and yourself at this point, Pisces, whether you realize it or not, okay? So for those of you who do, you know, you have been wrong, you have found them out, oops, music interruptions again, I'm so sorry. It's as if you're choosing between them and yourself, and I think, you know, they seem confident, they seem brand new, they seem like they're wielding their truth as well, and maybe they are being honest with you, Pisces, at this point, and you are having trouble letting them go. At the same time, though, you don't want to be in the situation that you're in anymore. You're done with that. You're finished with that. And you find your balance and your equilibrium in the near future with this mature, masculine water sign energy. Again, whether inside or outside of yourself. For a lot of you, you're stepping into your own energy this season, Pisces, in the near future here. And I mean, and the moon card is Pisces energy as well. Your near future and your final outcome. Becoming more of yourself, expressing your authentic self to the world. And this person may seem, this partner of sorts of yours who's been revealed in the recent past, Pisces, to be a scoundrel of sorts, to be someone who you can't trust, who you know, broke your heart in some way in the recent past. They may seem like they're matching you in that authenticity. But notice that you feel like yourself as you're moving away from them. You're stepping into yourself as you're moving away from them. And it seems like, yes, they've changed and transformed and they've gone through a lot too, but for a lot of you, as I said at the very beginning of the reading, they're just not ready to match you where you're at yet. They're very passionate. They're very loving. They have big plans and flowery words and pretty promises, but they're not really ready to match you in action yet completely. And that's not for every Pisces. That's for those of you, as I said, who have recently found someone out. For those of you who I'm not giving you any new news about this person, you already know that they've proven to you, their actions have proven that they're not as committed as you still feel like you are. That's why it's such a heartbreak. That's what heartbreak is. I see you actually hoping to free yourself from your own limiting beliefs, from this prison that you have yourself in about this person, about this partnership, about this situation. Again, I keep taking it back to a romantic partnership, but it could be a partnership of any kind. It could be a friendship that has broken your heart in the recent past. It looks like it was a divine masculine figure in your life, and or an authority figure in your life. Could have been a father figure, it could have been a boss, or you know, a divine masculine in your life, again, in the sense of a good friend or a partner. And I see you, Pisces, I see you waiting for some help in overcoming this heartbreak, for someone to join you as you leave this situation and move into a better one. And there may be no one really to wait on, nothing really left to say, no closure that needs to be had. It may just be time to move forward. Again, not for all Pisces. I've really gotten carried away with the message for those who found someone out in the recent past. Now, if it's you, Pisces, that have revealed yourself in the recent past, I still, you know, I see heartbreak at the end of the month. I don't see it panning out well with this person whose heart you've broken then with your betrayal. And that, you know, is often our own when we make a mistake of that type. Again, that the betrayal was still related to someone that you saw as a divine masculine figure in your life, boss, father figure, partner of sorts. And in the near future, the precise and impartial truth cuts away the untrue. So that may be what separates the two of you, no matter which side of this you are on. And Pisces, no matter which side of this you were on, whether you were, I really think I'm mostly talking to Pisces who endured the betrayal, honestly. I think it's really them that's stalling. And I do think this message extends from the one that I got at the beginning of the reading before recording from the clarifier deck. I think it's them that's stalling. As I said, they're rushing in to try to get on your good side again before fix things between you two, before your transformation is complete, really, is what I want to say. The two, you know, and again, and, you know, to clarify further, I'm talking to Pisces who you were fighting with this person, outright fighting. That's part of the limiting beliefs and negative beliefs that you want to free yourself from, that type of behavior pattern was okay, that you have that time to spend on things of that nature. The Chariot is your lesson card using the Paulina Cassidy's SpirtSong tarot deck here. Your advice card is the Two of Crystals. That's the fourth two that has shown up, Pisces. Balance and adaptability. The fourth two and the Justice card has also shown up. Granted, I do have a lot of cards out. Like, yeah, I do have 20 cards out, to be fair. But I see two 5 times. Well, I see two 4 times, and then I see the Justice card. And I think it's them that's unbalanced, and it's them that's causing the fights, and it's them that's trying to stall your transformation. And yes, you do. There is a part of you that wants to resurrect what you believed you once had. We have a divine masculine and divine feminine energy here. Your lesson is in discipline and determination. Because a transformation has to take place. You have to move forward now, Pisces. So if you don't transform by shedding the things that no longer fit you, that no longer serve you, then you will transform in order to endure the situation that you are confining yourself to. Becoming a version of yourself that you neither recognize nor enjoy. Again, I'm not telling you that you have to leave your partner if, you know, you have problems and questions, but everything might have potential. This is about Pisces who have found someone out in the recent past or are trying to resurrect a situation with someone who's found them out in the recent past. Either way, I see heartbreak at the end of the month. At the very least, the only way out is through spending some significant time apart. But there is a decision that needs to be made, that someone needs to make. Someone is having trouble letting go. And I do think you're both being emotionally mature about it at this point in the near future. Moving through mid-October and toward the end of October, I think there's honesty. The precise and impartial truth cuts away the untrue. I think now everyone is open and honest. Now everyone is emotionally mature and ready to share openly. Hearts on the table, you know, hands on the table. What can we salvage? But the answer may be that maybe you could salvage some type of friendship in time, but there needs to be time apart with this heartbreak at the end of the month. And there is an energy still waiting here. It's a mixed bag. That's why I keep going back and forth. For some Pisces, you're the one who has been betrayed. For others, you're the one who wasn't honest with someone. And for some of you, it's you who's still waiting at the end of the month. I think, you know, some Pisces are waiting for this other person to show up in a way that they just can't. Maybe some divine masculines are looking for a particular type of partnership with a divine feminine who's a mother, and she doesn't have as much time as you know, as a partnership would need right now. And it's something like that. Something to do with with motherhood being a burden in some way. And you know, I just keep saying that I am not saying that motherhood is a burden. It's just there's something about it, something about raising the kids alone, or maybe the burden of not being able to be a mother, some type of burden related to motherhood in some way, or to someone's mother. Maybe it could even be, you know, like a grieving process following losing a mother, just some type of burden. In the root of the situation, though, that was. And I mean, I really see your lesson, our lesson, Pisces. I do have a North Node and Midheaven in Pisces. I really see our lesson here as, how much time do we have? Oh, we're already over 30 minutes. I really see our lesson as taking what we've learned from the situation, taking what we've gathered in this partnership, this relationship from our past, and combining it, integrating it with where it is we want to go. And letting that pull us forward. And then the advice is balance and adaptability. Moving forward in the midst of this situation. Even as, you know, they, like, as I said, they're bringing the other party or parties involved are bringing a very unbalanced energy to the situation. And you have the Page of Air again. In this deck, it's this raccoon, and it's the Page of Feathers, Page of Swords, Page of Air, discovery and exploration. That's where you're headed by November, Pisces, where we're headed. Exploration and discovery. And for some Pisces, it's, you know, now that I've completed the reading, I do see how for some Pisces it is a work situation. You felt very committed to a work that you loved very much, that you're having to pull away from at this time. And that's why I've seen it as like a lover. It was a commitment. It was a partnership. You still feel committed to this type of work in your mind, and you're feeling, maybe because of needing to take care of your family, needing to care for, nurture your family. You're feeling the burden and the weight of having to leave a vocation you love behind to seek money or something of that sort for some. And that's why it seemed, you know, like I said, that's why I saw the transformation as pulling away from a lover, because that's what the work was. It was something that you love that deeply. And for those of you, you know, for those who resonate with that, the solution is, again, balance. You don't have to cut this thing out of your life entirely. For those of you that are separating from a toxic romantic situation, I do think that for at least a time, it looks like this message is for those who will have to probably cut that person out for a time. Because in the outcome of the situation, by the end of the month, everything is still unclear with the moon card showing. I mean, you are feeling more like yourself the further away you get from these energies, the further away you get from what has betrayed you, who has betrayed you. And I do think everyone starts to be open and honest in the near future, but in the outcome, everything is still unclear because this betrayal has happened. The heartbreak has already happened. The damage has already been done. The trust has already been lost. So, you know, the outcome is needing to spend time apart at least. And one or both of you needing to stop waiting for the other one to show up in a way that they can't at this time. Because the only thing that will heal either of you now is some time. The only way it out is through, because if you don't have trust and you don't have honesty to build from, you don't have much to work with. And the trust has just been broken at this point for those who found someone out. So even if everyone is being completely honest, and it's just things still feel muddied and unclear. There's just always this question in your mind about this person now, and maybe time can change that. Maybe time can offer you a new perspective. But you know, some of you are still unsure whether or not they still have a choice between you and someone else to make. If it was an outright betrayal, like cheating, going behind your back with another person, and it was, you know, a romantic partnership, some of them do still have a choice, Pisces, you know, as what goes unseen or hidden from the reading. Some of them do still have a choice to make between you and someone else. Especially for Pisces males who are interested in a female who has recently betrayed them. You know, we have the Emperor card underneath here. We have the three-party situation underneath of that. Yeah, some Pisces, yes, the person there's a question in your mind. Some of them do still have a choice between you and someone else. Between you and a younger or less mature air sign, Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini, or someone who exhibits air sign qualities, very cerebral, very intellectual, very chatty, communicative, a thinker, a talker. But, you know, and some, you know, some didn't. If you didn't already have that question in your mind, then that isn't for you. That's if you already had that type of a question in your mind. Then yes, I see that here on the table too. And And I see a couple of threes showing up. I see a three-party situation, you know, as a shadow in the background. Definitely, yes. And with all these twos, you know, it may have been a really significant partnership to you, Pisces. And that's why this is such a major transformation and so hard to let go of, and you're still coming over it. It's such a significant heartbreak. And that's also why, because it felt so divine to you and was maybe very divine. That's also why it felt meant to be, was meant to be, and why it is helping you to transform and step into your authentic self, who you are, not just who you're meant to be, who you are, and helping you to express that to the world. Again, so this is the longest reading. I just can't stop myself. I love you, Pisces, and I'll have to leave it at that. Thank you so much for those of you who do like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Welcome, Lunarticks. And thank you for your comments and your shares as well, your messages, for supporting me through donations and orders. I'm truly grateful for each and every one of our energy exchanges. If you are interested in a personal reading from me and you're not yet familiar with my services, just check the description of this video down below, or the About section of my YouTube channel has all the links as well. My email is lunartickstarot@gmail.com. And I already have autumn readings up for you, and I told you about the Libra season love readings I have up for you. I will link both of those below. The autumn season readings are divided by element, but your individual reading, Pisces, is time-stamped, so you can find that. Again, that may expand on what's happening here, just like the Libra season love reading may. I can't remember what the messages were exactly now, so you will have to take a look to see. That will take you through December even, or into December at least, into the end of December. Free readings. For those of you who are still waiting on free readings from me, I am so sorry. Thank you for being patient. I am sure you have noticed that I've stopped taking requests at this time. I've stopped mentioning it and putting it in the descriptions. I have to take a pause on free readings. I'm having trouble catching up. Thank you again for being patient, for those of you who are waiting. I think it's just those of you mainly who are waiting on a second free reading. There may be a few of you though who never even got your first one. I'm so sorry. I'm working on it. I'm getting there. But otherwise, Pisces, I love you very much, and I loved reading for you, and I will post another tarot fix for you just as soon as I can.